Hey Crafty Friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi and welcome, and thank you for joining us. I did see that I've had an influx of new subscribers, so hey y'all, thank y'all for joining us and hanging out at the craft table. For newer folks, if you're new here, normally what I do is I just sit and talk like like you're sitting right across from me, and that's just how we go. That's how we do things around here. We may make something spectacular every once in a while. Hopefully you'll like what you see. I may not have the most pleasant sounding voice, but I try to make pretty things. So hopefully you'll stick around a little bit. And hopefully whoever sent you over here to check me out didn't steer you wrong. Holy, it's been Monday all Monday long, y'all. I'm telling you what. I have really had a Monday. It's just hectic, busy. So I'm off tomorrow, which, is Tuesday. So I was running around trying to get everything done from the catching up from the weekend, the paperwork, the truck orders, and checking, verifying, trusting but verifying, that type of stuff. So then, where I'm off tomorrow, I was going and everything that I normally do on Tuesdays, I was going around trying to get all that done too. Which, they need help stocking coolers and cleaning them out. So I was trying to get ready for the truck orders that are going to be coming in Wednesday before I get there. So I'm just doing all the things today, just multitasking like nobody's beeswax. And then I said, my boss calls, he's like, what are you doing? He said, why are you running around? Well, I'm doing everything that I normally do on Monday and then doing all the stuff that I do on Tuesday too. So, we're just getting it all done today. That's what's happening. Because, he picks on me about being the queen of looking like I don't do nothing. And which, because I'm fast at it, I mean, I might hurt like the Dickens, but I'm quick. Something needs to be done or whatever, I go, boom, it's done, and I'm over it. All right, so that's going to be a journal card. So we're going to start stacking our stuff over here in our box. Let's see, I need a journal card box. Journal card tag box. So I have a box for my toppings. So I have this box here pulled for my toppings, for my tags. Then I got one for, goodness, I got to get myself situated. So, hiccups, of course, never fails. But anyways, hope y'all are doing good and hanging in there. Hadn't watched any weather as of late. Just been busy. I mean, really, honestly, been busy. This weekend, I spent a lot of my time visiting with family. And then one time I went visiting with family, I was trying to work in the back office of my YouTube studio, trying to get things situated in there. Because I was like, I don't know what's going on. It wasn't suggesting my channel to myself. You know what I'm saying? So somehow or another, I had unsubscribed to myself. I said, well, I wonder when I done that. And I must have got mad at myself and said, boop, don't want to watch you no more. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, YouTube does that quite a bit sometimes. So, if you follow me and you are wondering, why I haven't posted or something in a few days, go check and make sure that you're still subscribed to my channel, because YouTube likes to unsubscribe you for some reason or another. And that has happened to me. I just found out that I had unsubscribed from my own channel. I said, that heifer must have made me mad. I was like, oh, Lord, have mercy. I was like, dang, why did I unsubscribe from myself? But yeah, that's what had happened, see. I was like, well, let me go fix that. And then I went back through, and all of my keywords for, you know, what I do here on my channel were gone. And then it's just had me in this, something happened in May where they were doing like some kind of auto dubbing and whatever else. And it will translate whatever I say into other languages when they when folks watch it. And that was the BlubellDesign Precision glue, the BlubellDesign glue. Love it, because it doesn't leave. I know a lot of folks are true to the art glitter glue, but the BlubellDesign glue will not leave any wrinkles or any places. If you glue on thinner paper, it will not leave any of those places on your pages. That's why I like it so much. And I'm using my favorite Elmer's school glue, the purple disappearing glue. So to go on purple, when it dries, it's clear. Love it. Love it. Because, you know, I'm old. I got to see where I glue stuff to make sure that I glued it right. So we just going to work on getting our journal cards fixed up for today. And I'm just going to sit here and yik-yak about nothing. You know, just whatever pops in my head, which is sometimes dangerous, but it's all good. But anyways, back to the good old YouTube, unsubscribing me from my own channel and that mess. And then the auto dubbing experiment that they did, and then didn't tell anybody that they did it. So basically, when they done that, they rolled it out, you know, and it's like, oh yeah, this will be great, you know, people in foreign languages or what have you will be able to auto dub your channel, and it'll be in their language and such. And I was like, but if you're on YouTube, you can select the language that, you know, you prefer for your YouTube, and it will, I guess, automatically translate those things. I'm not sure, but I'm just assuming that it would, you know, give you the channels in your language. Because I know when I signed on to YouTube and started, it asked me, you know, what language did I prefer and blah blah blah. So, but anyhow, but now, so I was watching some creators that were talking about that, you know, their views were down, their subscribers were down, their watch times were down, and this and that. And it was one check to make sure that your subscribers are still subscribed to your channel. So, and then the other was that auto dubbing is actually taking and suggesting your videos in areas that have nothing to do with what your video is about. So, you know, I'm Paper Crafter or you know, Junk Journal or whatever, and it'll suggest my videos to in between, you know, working on a Ford Maverick and working on a Ford F-150. Of course, they're going to click through and skip over that because they're not interested in paper crafting, you know what I'm saying? So, had to do some of that back office stuff. Then I made me a, I've got a, what is that thing? It's an affiliate link for like products that I use on a daily basis. And I didn't add this We Are Memory Keepers cutter trimmer on there. I need to do that, I forgot. But anything that I use, and I mentioned the name of it in the videos, it will auto tag it and put it in a little corner if you're interested in the products and stuff that I use. And also, if you would like, you could go over to my channel and click over to the store, do view the channel, and I have a list of products there that I use pretty much daily, on a daily basis, like all my glues, my distress oxides, you know, all of the Tim Holtz stuff like that. So I went through and made the list of everything that I could remember, you know. So if you click on those links or whatever, and it'll take you to buy those products, and I do get a commission, a small commission for that. And if you were to click on those links and do that, I am greatly appreciative. So if you're wondering, you know, where like my corner rounder here, the We Are Memories Keeper corner rounder, it should pop up a little tag in the corner that, you know, shows you where you can go get it. And if you click on that link, then I'll earn a commission from it. And that goes automatically into my YouTube AdSense account. So then, you know, I don't have to do a completely thing and make a whole shopping list and a storefront or whatever for Amazon and Uncle Jeff, which eventually I'll do that. But this was the easiest thing for me to do at the moment, was the affiliate link through the YouTube. And I think it's actually awesome for smaller creators to give them an opportunity, you know, especially those of us that are not as tech savvy as we should be for being YouTube creators and making videos. Honey, I am nowhere near tech savvy. Well, I mean, I am like internal stuff with, like, you know, building the actual physical internal building of a computer and stuff like that. But as far as social media wise, no, that's not me. And my kids are actually shocked that I even learned how to shoot a video on my phone and then learn how to upload it to YouTube. I said, me too, honey, me too. I was like, yes, me too. I was like, shut up, if I didn't know that. But so here we are. And then, yeah, so my kids just think it's so funny that I can take, and I have took an old IBM computer, tore it apart, built it, rebuilt it, and, you know, all this and that and other, done that several times. And, but they're like, but you don't know how to do social media. No. Nope, don't. No. So it's funny. But now, like, cleaning out memory and, like, storage and stuff like that, yeah, I know about that. I know about how to, you know, resize and crop, you know, anything photo-wise, because, you know, I've always printed my own pictures and stuff like that for scrapbooking and everything, because, honey, it was a whole lot cheaper. It was a whole lot cheaper to print my own photos and stuff like that, instead of taking a bunch of pictures, you know, and get them printed. And it's, you know, and really you just wanted that one perfect shot for that scrapbooking layout, and then you've got 14 other that are similar pictures that you really didn't need to print. So yeah, learn how to do all of that stuff. Actually taught myself how to do it, and it used to be a whole lot easier than it is now, because used to printers had a whole lot better interface with them for photo production and resizing and, you know, all of this and that and other. Now you have to have all of these programs to do it, and it doesn't automatically come on your printers, which I take that back. It probably does on ones that are, you know, marketed to be a photo printer. But shoot, back in the day, I just bought a regular old HP printer and was doing all the things with my photos, honey. Excuse me, I'm a little choked up today. Got a little bit extra calamities going on because it was not really hot today, but it was humid. So, I mean, like, and we've had so much rain and that around, you know, and then the flood and stuff, and it's humid. So, it's just not pleasant to be outside, basically. But yeah, so hopefully, I can't wait to get my new laptop. I really can't, because it's supposed to be here September the 7th. And I was thinking about taking off a couple of days just to sit and play and get, you know, used to my new laptop. You know what I'm saying? But I know that I bought the Adobe Premium and all of that, so I am so excited about it. So excited. Can't wait. It's like a kid waiting for Christmas, you know what I mean? And honestly, that's what I am. I'm going to put her right down here at the very bottom of this so you can see that she is the pumpkin queen. But yeah, that is it's going to be just fun. So if I get my new printer and y'all don't see me for a day or two, that's why. Around the 7th of September, y'all don't see me for a day or two. I'm just having a ball playing with that printer. Yep, I like that. And that's intended to be one of the bigger journal cards. So now we're getting into our tag pieces. So I'm just flying through these as quick as I can because I want to get these done, and I want to glue my tuck places in, our cluster tucks that we made, and get those glued in, and hopefully get this journal finished today, and then I can get it shipped out Saturday, because I'll have to probably go to another city again to get it shipped off, because all of our stuff around here is just still flooded out. And what really gets me about the flood around in our area is, you know, like the stuff that it took out was stuff that, you know, I mean, like it took out our town municipal building. There you go. Spit the words out, honey. It took that out. And, you know, and that was a lot of stuff, you know, and it's federal and county and city type things. So I'm just like, and then how all of a sudden is our commissioner and whatever's saying that the flood that happened doesn't reach the impact for the federal funding or what have you. I am just so taken aback by that. I mean, that they just came out and said that our area doesn't qualify for the federal assistance. And I was like, what? Are you crazy? How is that? I mean, honestly, how is that? Yeah, that's way too much fuzz up there. That's way too much. Way too much. Let's cut you. So now they're having a community cleanup project for down here at the park. But now, what gets me is the city and county makes you, if you go down there and you have a birthday party or what have you, they make you pay them for this so-called public park. And so now they're saying that they don't have the funding to clean it up, and or you know whatever. And I'm just like, so I guess whoever goes down here and cleans it up can take it upon themselves to go down there and have a cookout whenever they feel like it. I mean, I'm just saying. But yeah. So that's what they're trying to pull now, because they're trying to really push this crazy medium road change on Highway 89 coming down from 77 in Virginia. And I'm just like, you know, that's a whole lot of taxpayer money that don't need to be spent for some nonsense. And it's like, basically, like, people that live in that area will have to drive 3 miles to turn around to go back to their own daggum house, instead of just cutting across the road in a turn lane already, if you will. There's already a turn lane there, but they want people to go, and I mean, it's just ridiculous, the mess that they have come up with. So then there's no funding or no assistance to help rebuild the buildings for, you know, the tag office, the municipal building, where, you know, all of our snow equipment and everything like that. Yeah, none of that. And here we are coming up, supposed to be having, you know, one of the a bad winter, supposedly. And we have no trucks to clean the freaking snow up now, because all of them flooded. I mean, I'm just like, y'all are just not making no kind of sense. I mean, you're really not. But it's come to find out, the folks that are pushing this so-called road realignment in the medium and all of that have a little pocket feeling situation on that, you know, it's going to help themselves out, because, you know, this person owns this construction company, and that one owns that asphalt company, all of that kind of crazy mess. Yes, honey, yes, that's what happens here. Small town politics, honey, that's what it is. Small town politics, small town BS, basically, you know what I'm saying, but whatever. So now, you know, they're saying that, you know, we gotta figure out how we're, you know, and then they give you a list of all these other towns that, you know, the closest one is a place called Elkin, and it is 20 minutes away from here. Down up the Highway 89, that, you know, that if in the near future, when they start this road project, it's just going to be congested worse than they ever thought about. So, yeah. I'm just like, who among you sat and ate out of the crayon box and sniffed the glue bottle when you were in school? Because y'all are not making no kind of sense. And I'm going to do the same thing on that little pool, just because it has the green in the background. I think it's just going to be super pretty. And we're just going to have it messy. What to do with it? There it is. If I can hold it in there and not staple my fingers. I love that. It's cute. This is that, and I didn't put this on there either because I got it off of Temu. But it turns sideways so you can staple in the middle. Shut up, I love it. I don't know what it's called, but so, like, you know, most of it won't reach, but if you turn it this way, it'll staple in the middle of things. Love it. I'll have to look that up. Now, I did see that it did have some Temu items on there, like where you could get things. And it did have, I mean, like, I'm talking about the store thing now. I'm sorry, I'm ADHD and words are not coherent today. But, so, now we're back to what I was talking about to start with the, you know, finding stuff to put in the store and that. So, as I was looking through all of that stuff, it was showing a lot of Etsy sale sites and a lot of Temu, even AliExpress and such like that. And I was like, wow, I didn't even, you know, realize that they would do that. So, but I guess, you know, and like I say, I do have quite a bit of things that came from Temu, but I don't have that linked and whatever's. So, but I will add things to it as I remember to add them to it or what have you. So most of the things I did link, you know, were like where I talk about my printer and my fussy cutting machine, the Brother Scanning Cut. Yeah, so things like that. Picked some good links where you can go find those items and stuff. You know what? I'm not going to worry about that wing right there. Just the least little bit. We're just going to ink it. Okay, so now, oh, my back's itching me to death. I want so bad to put that color in there, but it is just not working for me. I like that. Let's do the polka dots because it reminds me of the polka dots in the wings. Let's do that. Okay. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to do that. And I'm just going to do the little V shape like that on there. And this is my knockoff tiny attacher I got from Michael's like 6 years ago. And I bought all of the little bitty staples that they had there. And like, you know, their little Isle of Shame. Don't forget to pick this up. It's the Craft Mart number 10 staples. So I bought every pack of these they had. And I was like, by then, you know, this will probably tear up, and then I'll have to break over and actually buy the Tim Holtz one. Because I was like, oh, I'm not paying $15 for a little midget stapler. At that point in time. There's some things I'll spend money on just because it's good. Like, you know, the quality of my paper that I print my kits on. And I use the Staples 32-pound paper. And then I use, and that's what this is. That's what this is on. It's the Staples 32-pound paper, because I wanted these to be a little bit sturdier of a fussy cut. And then the Hammer Mill 32-pound printer paper. You can get that at Walmart from time to time for like 18 bucks. And it works just as good. And it's just as good as quality as the Staples brand. And I didn't know that until Miss Leslie over at 507 was talking about it, that's what she used. So I bought a pack one day and said, well, let's just try it out and see, honey, because, you know, that Staples paper is like $30-some now, and it has not been on sale in months. So I said, well, let me just try this Hammer Mill paper that Miss Leslie was talking about. So I did, and I like it. I like it just as good as I do the Staples brand. So if you're like me and you like the 32-pound weight, and it is exactly like the Staples brand. It has that smooth finish on it, you know. And so I like it a lot. I like it quite a bit. Let's see. Need to glue that little bit. And that's why I like this right here, because it's got that little bitty end on that Barely Arts glue that'll get up in there and hold that. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, you know, I was, for the longest time, I would not get, and did a lot of studying and researching, basically. And then, you know, that's what us country folks call researching, is studying on it, about what glue to get, what liquid glue to get. Because, like I say, that I use, most of the time, I use that, the all-purpose Elmer's glue that I got from Hobby Lobby. But on some things where it's a lighter colored background, when you go to glue things to that page or that paper, it will show the outline of the glue or wrinkle the page on the other side. And everything that I saw and looked and searched, Barely Art glue does not do that. And using it, it does not do that. You can put vellum down with this and it won't show through. So, and I like using vellum quite a bit. Making pockets and stuff like that out of vellum. It's so pretty. So I said, well, let me get that and try that. And so that's what I did. And I am super happy with that purchase. Because nothing makes me madder than, than having, my real pretty light colored background, like if I was doing a journal and I printed, like yellow on it, and then I went and glued something down and it would have that glue ripple on it on the other page on my yellow. Honey, no, I was mad. And I have tore journals up and redid them because of that. It was hot. So that's cutie. But I like that Barely Arts glue. But I have seen, where like a lot of people are, use the art glitter glue, and then they'll use the Fabri-Tac. They'll use Fabri-Tac because it doesn't show through. And I'm like, that Fabri-Tac's a little bit too expensive. I need it to hold my fabric covers together. I'm not going to, use it to glue all my pockets in. So I went to hunting for something else. And that Barely Arts is what I came up with, and I love it. Because I was like, surely, if you can glue vellum down with it and it not show through the vellum after it dries, then, surely to goodness, it will glue your paper stuff down and not show through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do that right there, I think. No, she blends in too much. Kind of really doesn't matter either ways. Yeah, let's do that. And I am using the Tim Holtz Ranger Distress Oxide Vintage Photo on this one, just because, the orangey color of the Vintage Photo goes well with the orangey color of this journal. So I think this glue stick's about to run out on me. And you know what? I think I'm just going to take this here and tie and do this with it. Where'd my scissors go? Put them back up, knucklehead. Big knucklehead. Alright, so now that skinny one, that tall skinny one, this one here, I wonder if I can take and put that on there and just use the rest of this up. You know what I'm saying? And I saw, who was it? That lady I was watching. What is her name? It's probably Sharon. That's who I saw using this as a topper. And I said, hush up, honey. Because it's that cheesecloth table runners that you can get at Hobby Lobby or wherever's. And that's what that topper bit is. And I love it. And she uses that mainly, is what she uses for her tag toppers and stuff. And it is just so pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to put the other one on this, because it has green throughout the journal, and that's just a way to bring that green in to it. I just think it's super pretty on those toppers. Because the butterflies and the little fairy angel girls here have brought in the yellows and such. So I want to bring in the green a little bit and try not to staple my finger. And so then we have those toppers on that. So I like that. Okie doke. So now we can put up all of this, because we are done with that. Now we actually get to start gluing it stuff in and decorating it. So if you haven't checked out, it's probably Sharon. I mean, she's not a new channel. She's got like 11,000 subscribers or so. And I mean, she has a pleasant voice for one. And just an amazing artist. I mean, all kinds of tricks and tips that she shows throughout her journal making and decorating. She does beautiful page spreads in journals, just absolutely gorgeous. And it kind of reminds me of like decorating a folio, but she'll do it in a journal. It is so pretty. And she'll do the flips and the flops and stuff like that. So she I don't think she knows who I am, but I'll watch her quite a bit. So go over and give her a check out. I think y'all will enjoy her quite a bit. All right, so I need to put some tape on this so I don't want to stab that. So I'm gonna put some tape on that, and maybe it'll stay closed and won't ravel out. Hopefully. It probably ain't gonna work, but anyways. So all of these are stuck with a pin. That one's not open. Okie doke. So I can put these up and put that up. And we'll just put that over here for now. I'll put them back in my file box. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start here in the middle, and then we'll just work our ways backwards. So I'm just going to put them right down here in the bottom and glue about 1/4 inch up. I glued a little bit higher on the smaller one just so the journal cards would stop at the same point at the top. Make sure I didn't glue that paper together because it slid down past the bottom. I need to get me a drink real quick. Okay, some good old Mountain Lighting. It's the knockoff Mountain Dew from the Walmart. Oh yeah, that's going to work. Let's make sure that these are glued to where those are going to set at the same height. Yes, that's what I want. Okay, so I'm going to pull them up, and then those will be in there like that. Yep. And I'll stick them down further in there once these dry decent. I mean, it don't take long for the Barely Arts glue, but I just want to make sure that my journal cards don't get stuck to them. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get our book weight out that my good friend at Journaling with Maggie got me a while ago. Sent that to me as a thank you for showing how to build a mini album. And I was like, you don't gotta send me nothing. She's like, no, I want to show my appreciation. And I was like, well, thank you so much, Miss Maggie. All right, so I'm gonna put this one kind of up here at the top, so then that butterfly wing will stick over the top, and I'm gonna glue kind of in an L shape, and we'll stick one of our journal cards up in that one. get, I was like, wait a minute, let me get me a paper towel. Because I don't want to glue my other pages and I might slip and slide. You know what I'm saying? Might do a little bit of slipping and sliding on it. Okay, so glue it right in the corner like that. And then the butterfly wing will just barely stick out the top of it. Such a cute little thing. So then I need to separate my journal cards and tags out. Because see, I had to do another set of the green, because if I didn't, it was going to be off. My journal cards, I was going to have, you know, 3 on one side or what have you. So since that's got the butterfly on it and that, let's put her in there. Hush up. How cute. Yep. Love it. Oh, wow, that's so good. I'm amazing myself right now is what I'm doing. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm sorry about that. All right, so then I need to flip back here on this one and do another. Let's see. We need to go here in the middle. So we have this one. And that one. All right. So that journal card's there. Let's see. What do we want? This one here needs to be glued like this. And we can put the journal card underneath it. This can go here on the side and we can put a tag. And I want it kind of up towards the top so the tag topper will stick out of the top of the journal. Cutie patootie. So I'm just going to do like a 1/4 of an inch maybe, or maybe an 1/8 of an inch of a glue on that, and just kind of put it towards the top of the page right here. And then it's, you know, it's got a 1/4 of an inch of grab on the page. And so then I can take my tag and slide it underneath it like so, and it'll stay, and the topper will hang out the top. And that's what I'm thinking. Ooh, I love it. I love that. And I'm going to leave them a little bit off until that dries good, and then we'll do a final flip through. So that's where that's going. So then on this one, that'll need to be a tag one too. So let's kind of do the same thing with that, and then we'll have the tag topper sticking out the top. Okay, doke. So this is a thicker one, so I'm still going to do the 1/4 of an inch on it. And I'm going to put it a little bit in on the page. And then I'm going to put one of the polka dot tag toppers in there. And then when they line up, the tag toppers will kind of be separated a wee bit. See what I'm saying? Is it coming across? Well, yeah. Oh, that's cute. Okie dokie. All right. So then on this one, I'll put, no, that needs to be on a journal card. Okie doke. That's a side tuck. That is a side tuck. So most of these are side tucks. That one we'll put in the first of the next signature, so the butterfly hangs out the side a little bit and the top like that. Yes, ma'am. And then we'll use this one here, and that one goes out the top as well. So that'll be in the next signature. So let's put this one here. We can actually put this one kind of down at the bottom and let that hang out the side. And because I'm wanting a journal card here, because we have journal cards over here in the middle. So I want another journal card here. So we're just going to glue this one down right here in an L shape and put a journal card in it. Mainly because the journal cards don't have, and this doesn't have anything sticking out of it. And then the journal cards. And I'm just going to glue that whole bottom piece there, because I don't want it to get accidentally torn and ripped. And then we'll put it up a little bit right here. Okie dokie. And we'll put that little lady right there and that one. Oh, that's so stinking pretty. Wow. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just amazing myself. I really am. I was like, dang, you really did do good on this one, honey. Have you ever made something you look at yourself and you're like, wow, you really did do a good job on that? That's where I'm at right now. I'm like, wow, you really did do good on that one there. All right, so this needs to be a tag. Needs to be a green tag. So we did the 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to put it kind of at the side. So we have the round autumn days sticking out, and then we have this sticking out the side as well. And I'm going to put this little lady right here in there. Like right there. So then when we flip the page, yeah, she'll stay in there. Good. And then that's what it's going to be looking like. Oh, I love it. See the little bit sticking out over the top? Shut up. That's so stinking cute. I love it, y'all. Okay. And stick that up just a smidge more. And then we can take her and stick her in there, because it is dried now. Look, she's peeking out behind there. And then we have this down here at the bottom. And then we have this one here, and I'm just going to put that right there at the top where the tag is at the top of the page. Oh yeah, look at that with the layered stuff sticking out. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So then on back here, we'll have this butterfly and this one. We can move this one down in here a little bit and have it sticking out, and then this can stick up or out, either one. Okay. All right, so now let's stick these down in here where they'll be held. Yeah, so then they'll hold good right there. And then I grabbed 2 pages instead of 1. So we need this one here. So we need to do a green topper. I need something that is going to stick out the top and maybe off the side. So we can do that right there. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. All right, so I'm going to put a little, whoopsie, through my glue. So I'm going to put a little bit more glue right here under this. Just to make sure that that side piece is glued down good. All right, so now this one is going to be a journal card. So we're going to do across the top and down the side. And I'm going to stick it right at this top corner of the page. So then that will stick out too. Oh, I love that. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, it's working. It's working. I was afraid that it wasn't gonna look good. I don't know why, but I was just so afraid that it was not gonna look good. And then that we'll put our journal card down in here and let that catch. But that's where that journal card's gonna go. I'm sorry, I'm having difficulty turning the pages, and it's just my hands are a little sore. But we're going to get this done, honey bun. Alright, so that doesn't need to be there. We can put this kind of, I'm going to put this, let's see. I have one more journal card, so I need one that I can glue like this and put it on the edge of a page. So that'll be my other journal card holder. And then that I kind of want that towards the top to stick out and that to stick out. So let's put this one kind of here-ish. I don't want anything sticking out of the bottom. All right. This one needs to be a tag. So it needs to be up in here for the tag topper to stick out. So let's see, where do we have something sticking up at? So it needs to kind of be about in here-ish. About in here-ish. And then that should still be able to put the tag in there and the topper stick out. Yep. Okay. So now you've seen where that tag just snagged there, right? So we're just going to take our little glue and we're going to fix that. Okay. And I need it right above where that knot is at, right there. Y'all, this is amazing me how pretty it is. I mean, I absolutely love it. Okay, so then we can take our tag, slide her in right there, and she will stick out the top. And we'll have that little bit sticking out the side there. See that? Oh, I love it. Okay. I know I keep doing that. But it's the truth. I do love it. And I like that those are tight. And doing that 1/2 inch or so, sticking it up the paper is holding that in there. I was afraid those would flip-flop out when you turned the page. So that's good. Alright, so what I am going to do, I'm seeing that this right here. So let's do a little bit of grunged up on that white. Back there. Fix that bit. I don't care if it's not, you know, but I don't want the bright white, you know what I'm saying? Can't have that. Okie dokie. So then we got this little tag lady here. And she is in there good. Alright, so now this one here. I'm going to put this up here. Like this, because this one here needs to go there. And we'll glue it over a little bit so that kind of sticks over some more. Okie doke. And by over a little bit, it's going to be like 1/2 inch over glued. So it forces, it'll hold the tag, but it forces it to go over the topper to go over some. And all of these pages you can still write on. So see, now that'll go, the tag will go over towards the middle like so once it dries. And then that tag topper piece will be over here. Okie doke. So let's just, don't get your tag stuck in there, honey. Alright, so now this one needs to be a tag piece, right? Now this one I want down here on the bottom because it's going to be a journal card piece. Is that how we did that? Yeah. And then that butterfly will stick out down here. And you have this piece here, that butterfly there will stick out there. And then you have things all the way down the side sticking out and the top. Okie doke. Love that. And so then when we do this, this tag, we'll glue this up here like that on that side on the other page, and then that butterfly will stick out, and I'll glue it about halfway. Well, maybe not halfway, but we'll fix it. So this is going to be like the bottom tuck with the butterfly sticking out. I don't want it sticking out too far, but I do want it sticking out enough to where you can see it, and we need to ink that as well. All right, so we're going to do across the bottom, up the side, and I want it just underneath the knot there. My own camera, I don't know. And then see, and so then that will go in that, and then the butterfly sticks out the side there. Ooh, I love it. So pretty. Okie dokie. So then this piece, we're going to do kind of right in here at the edge. So the butterfly sticks to the top. This sticks out here. And then I'm going to glue it a little bit over like I did the other one. So then this forces that tag to catch like somewhere right in there. And then that tag topper piece will be over too. So then all the toppers will be like kind of diagonal across the top. Yay. Alrighty. Come here. Alright, so we're going to fix this. Whoopsie. Secured. Don't need to glue there, honey, because that'll glue it down when you can't put the tag on it. You don't want to glue that part, knucklehead. And yeah, I talk to myself like that all the time. Because I am a knucklehead most days. Most of the days I am. I'm sorry, I stopped talking about any other thing other than oohing and awing about how good of a job I did on this stuff for this journal. But, you know, if you can't admire your own work, who else is going to? You know what I'm saying? You have to admire your own work, or no one else will either. I mean, honestly. All right, so then that is going to go right there. And that tag will go right there. And that should, well, we got to fix this other tag. Go back. And see, you can open this journal and flip-flop it any ways you want. And none of your stuff is going to fall out of it. That's what I like. Okay, so then, see all the side pieces just, you know, poking out saying, hey. And then you have all the stuff at the top poking out and saying, hey. I love that. That is super cute with those polka dots and the green sticking out. Because see the green's right there. Love that. Wow. Shut up. You did a good job there, Miss Lori. Well, thank you, Lori. Oh, my goodness. I probably lost 20 subscribers right there because this lady's retarded. I shouldn't have said that. I'm not no special needs person, and I'm not down in any special needs people. So please don't come at me and thinking that I am. Okay. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. But yes, I'm not down in any special needs people, so please don't jump on that wagon. Oh, that's so pretty. But I'm just saying, sometimes I do things that make me wonder if my parents should have had me tested when I was growing up. And they never did. That's probably what's wrong with me, to be honest. And I do OCD and ADHD type things, and I'll catch myself doing it, and I'm like, you're just getting on your own nerves. Okay, so that there's pretty. I'm just doing a final flip through of it. I absolutely love how this journal come together. And this kit that I used was a freebie from Stone and Art on Rock Your World Facebook group. All the cutouts and everything. Now the ledger pages that I used came from a different printable. Let me find that real quick. Where did it come from? Oh, that was the one I couldn't read. Chapters and Curiosities. That's where it came from. It's just a bunch of ledger paper and, you know, like collage type pages. Or things that I would use for collage. But I printed it all full size so I could have it as page journal fillers, basically. But yeah, I love that. That has turned out so pretty. So I hope everybody has enjoyed this journal build series and like what you see, and come back to watch other journal builds, because we got a lot of I got another Halloween journal coming up, but I think I'm going to wait on it until the 1st of September, because I need to get my grandbaby, the new grandbaby, Miss Jaylyn. I got to get her a baby mini album put together and have it ready to go by September the 12th. So I may start going ahead and working on that this week. Hopefully I can start getting it put together. I may not do all of it on camera, but I am going to do the startup build of it, like, you know, how to cover the things and all of that. How to cover your what is that stuff called? Chipboard. How to cover your chipboard. And I will do, you know, like easy ways to do the magnets and stuff like that. Because those kind of books, the mini albums, they take a little bit of planning ahead for, like, where do you want a flip and a flop and a, you know, a page that looks like it's just kind of floating or whatever. So you need to plan out ahead of time where your magnet placement is going to be in those type of builds. So you want to put your magnets down before you put your paper down, or you'll be in trouble. Wow, that is so pretty. And then I have the little thank you bag with full butterflies for Miss Sherry. And it is already spoken for. And y'all know what? I don't think I put that other Halloween journal in here that I did. I didn't. That one sold. Alrighty, so it was the Halloween. It was sold to Miss Sarah. And it was the scrapbooking one. I was thinking about it. I was like, I didn't even write that down. It was the scrapbooking Halloween. And I'm just going to mark through it and put sold. The Happy Fall one sold. And that went to Miss Deborah. I just sent that off. And now this is number 4 for fall and Halloween. What is this one? Oh, it was fall butterflies, wasn't it? All right, and this one is sold to Miss Sherry. Okie doke. So I like to keep count of how many journals I make just for myself. And then I'll know, you know, like next year, not too many people like certain time of the year journals, so I don't need to make those that much. I'll make 1 or 2, you know, like this year it was like the florals were just not hitting on much with everybody. Everybody was like, you know, they wanted either like grungy type builds or, you know, or something. They weren't too much into the floral journals this year. So I kind of backed off a little bit on the floral builds and just started building ephemera for myself, basically. All right. So thank you all again for watching today. I greatly appreciate it. And Miss Sherry, I'll send you a PayPal invoice for this sometime tomorrow, which will be Tuesday. Thank y'all, and y'all have a good night.